There's a 1,422 of Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. Our learning should be a schutz for Am Yisrael, Chol Mokum Shehem, and a Yeshua for us from Hatzorim Aleinu, Chol Mokum Shehem, Mach. So they were doing similar in Yordes and Reis HaMechvav, Seif Yuches to Yud Beis. Ches. So I tell you about where you have the child is in one part of the yard, and the stocking is another part of the yard, and there's no eruv. And it says so. The child was in one yard, and the knife in another yard. They're in the yards. Above and shloto yilsham bito rishus, way which bito rishus does not work. Could go shemafsan of the yard is dafka. But anyway, bito rishus not going to work. On shemafsan chatzar ches beinam, since where there's a chatzar in between the two of them. Chayetzibo. I think even there's a fence between the two of them. Can't be about one to the other. Babi Yishua Avia below Easter Torah, even though you command without a Torah prohibition being violated. Don't have things which is right. They made through the rooftops, through the yards and the open areas, which and the street, the rooftops of the yards and the alleys. So every yachad they did make them behave together. Davarak is the rabban, which is only a rabbinic prohibition. Also, nevertheless, it's awesome. Even though we hold the gag and chatzeres karpefos, the rooftops, the yards, and the other open spaces. Kurushus achas in the open rishus. Gam shelo irvu. Even they make a mutzah tazla v'zel. You're allowed to carry from one to the other. Zel the kalim shabs to say about kalim which were at the beginning of Shabbos were inside the chotzer. Lo became shabs batim, not with kalim which in the houses. Kalim were some as explained there. And the second shabbat is different. The knife when it was in the house also see derech elin now take it out through these pathways. I think it's according to this in Bemas Asaki Lo Shabbat Bais. The knife was taken not in the house. Whether it's in the yard or on a rooftop, from yard to yard. The ain't sarich air was at this, does not require air. I feel the virus is true even about an optional activity. We don't make a gzeira that if we come to carry kalim which found themselves in the chutz beginning of Shabbos and once or another asatu gam kalim shavs bais, and you come to a kalim which were in the house. The lochashin is not concerned with that. Goes without saying, but each chutzah does not have its own personal independent eruv. The Oslo shchichim mani batim b'chutzah, because then you don't find it's so prevalent to have the vessels of the house in the yard. Also, lahotzi mi ba'is chutzah, even now take from the house the koyar without an eruv. Even if every chutzah was married onto itself. Now you have lots of vessels from the house inside the chutzner. And let's make a decree. You might come take one of the vessels from inside the house, and let you take one of the vessels which was outside the house. Because that's the rule. I ain't sure. Long brackets here. The catch is that the child also be the chutzner. Those that's a thesis for a riff. The middle. Rashi there says that the child is in one house, and the knife in another house. There ain't no move on. It's not understood. So that's very difficult to understand. The became which shoves the bites come from Shimon there, which were in the house to begin with. Also, Shimon could see you can't move them. Akvari Chamar Shosh on the Rashi like Jesus Sarabah Soshi Reef. Rashi holds like the great opinion, the great ones. The Rif brings down. Shimon Mutagam came to Shavsur Bais. Shimon, they're allowed to move also came which were in the house. Below immediately ran. They didn't sustain their gzeira in this circumstance. Came to the day Yesh Heter became Shavsur Chatzar Minkra Cloud. Since anyway, it's from according to allowed to move the came which in the Chatzar. So it's not the violation is not obvious at all. Therefore, for the purpose of Mila, you can do it. Which means you can't do it. Talking before the Mashatin, it's very difficult to say the child was in the yard. Like I'm insulated, Maybe they hold that when this chutzner, which the tunic was in, you have to bring also the knife even to the house. When the chutzakim is the chutzner, the bezelo gozu was about the xer. Can you really medically lotion taste shon even massive? Can you also ismo? Evidently, that's inferred from lotion of taste there. Don't mention the child, only the knife. Zet tluna samar shah. This removes the complaint of shah, the duke. Test. There should also be a second to the shoes rabbanan, that which not allowed to bring the knife even through a shoes rabbanan. Zay that you saw, that's through a Jew. I mean, the akum, but through a non-Jew. Mutabis rabbanan is allowed to violate this rabbanan for this purpose. So shvus to shvus. This is a rabbanan on the rabbanan. The locals of makom mitzvah, they make a zera in a place where a mitzvah is to be performed. So Shal Rama so prepared based on Mimila. As Rama writes, "Shachav v'lo hibilu esakim erev Shabbos." If they've forgotten to bring a knife from before Shabbos, Ermel Akun, you tell Nanju, Lavi Yisad Shabbos, bring the knife on Shabbos. Actually, Lavi also derech Shusaravi, as long as it doesn't bring it to a public thoroughfare. Kol Devar, Shadron principle is Kol Devar Shas Yosef Shabbos, Asur Leinim Mishush Fus. Anything which is also the Rabbanan for us on Shabbos, and Mutzul Lor Lomar Akum Asos allowed to Nanju to do it. They'll Asos mitzvahs not doing the mitzvah at the proper time. Davar Shas Shabbos Asur Leinim Mishum Melacha, so which is for it does be the Raisa. Also, Malakum also Shabbos now allowed to Nanju to do it on Shabbos. HaKadosh. The Chaim Kosva two version of Sif Hey. Shita Zu Kohen is pinning Kashem Shah Asum Malach the Rabban Idei Yisrael Atzmo B'Shemila, just like they forbade Malach the Rabban by the Jew himself for the Mila. Kamosh is like we said to us the Tauto Asaka I feel it was just Rabban. Now they take a knife even through a Shusarayim Rabban. Kamochin also Malacha. The Rice they Akum so they forbade a Torah level Malacha by a non-Jew. It's also the Rabban. But I've got the Mishum Yishuv Eretz Yisrael, Hitiru Hamil Akum Gambi Yisrael. Even though on account of Mitzvah Yishuv Eretz Yisrael, they allowed a non-Jew to be told to do even this the Raisas, which is writing the document. Mishum Mitzvah Ches Hitiru, but we're not mad for any other mitzvah. I feel the Mila Lo Hitiru, not even for Bris Mila. Wow. Baal Haloch is Gedailus, but the Bahag, somebody the guy Mila Hitiru, the Mila Akum, happy this is the Raisa. He holds that they're Mati and Emil Akum, right? Emil, this is the rice. This is the Rabbanan. They saw that small. It's not comparable to the Yitzhak Rabbanan where they saw himself does it. Chamir Trey, that's more severe. The Zemek is Shushish but Maisa. That's called a Shus with an active, with a Maisa, with the deed. Emil Akum, because Shusha ain't but Maisa, whereas Emil Akum is a Shus, she ain't but Maisa. I will glow Koro saying, nobody else agrees with the Bahag. Another brackets here. Here's the same Aaron Samaches Lo Shani Lan Yeshushiyesh Bamaisa include the Ha'amar Lo Amar Le Akum Zil Achim. Later for Lokavak. So according to our Gisa, which doesn't distinguish, which says we don't distinguish between Shushiyesh Bamaisa, etc. Didn't you say did might not say to non-Jew to go warm up water? So that's explicitly to that like the not like about it. Abag Lo Garsa, but the bag is different gears there. Which goes to Rif Arosh, but Rich Beckler is the Mila in Shabbos, because who came. They wrote this, the Shitazu Garcin, Shitazu Logasin Zeh, the Dachula. They don't have such a girsa, and they reject it. I ain't Shamaduk. You, the Tmiyara Rabbein Ramah, astounded the Ramah, Shabbachaim Simresha, and Vav, C-based Kosav, there he writes the issue in the Mutter of Malakim, the Zumri say, Lata Nanju, Lalik no Nelus of Shabbos, light a candle for Shabbos Suda, should say the Mutter of Malakim, feel Malacha Gemura, Malka Mitzvah. It was much to do Amir Lakum, even in absolute Malacha Daraisa, if it's a Malka Mitzvah, Yesh Lachim, Malka Shin Tzorka, there's no great necessity. And quote from the Ramah. Zodas Eater should be around. So Perk Rebbe Lezamila. This is the opinion that Iter brought by the Ran at the end of Rebbe Lezamila made this feeling Kabal Ba'alachas who holds like the bag the Mila Mutzal Ma'akum and feel Malacha Daraisa by Mila out the Tal Naju Im do Malacha Daraisa. Peter Lomad Zeh, Peter learns this. Extends Gam Shah mitzvahs also for other Gam Shah mitzvahs also for another mitzvah. Davar Tamuad is astonishing. The Surah Shabbos every day Azu for Surah Shabbos he brought out such an opinion. Mila Atzmash and Malamer by Mila itself, but it's nothing greater than Mila. Loivi didn't bring it down. But Mila Shanim avoid the Tzarko said it sounds like it's generic. Any Tzarko to come on this. But Asa Tzarko Gadol yes Mila. What greater Tzarko is there than Mila? In other words, some kind of much because Baruch Chaim can't say he relies here where he wrote Baruch Chaim. The ink can't because if that's the case, Havli it's saying Lion Sham, we should have let loose cross reference to look there, Kidakam Chamakam, like the Rama always does. The circle may have to say the sphere laid, the holds the Raka Makam, mitzvah or beres, Yeshus one was about a mila, it's only by mitzvahs whose time can pass. Right? It's not by mitzvah like me, which you can do the next day. The Yom do tomorrow. But I forgot the mila, it's not a mitzvah, Rabbi. You know, meal proper time is a great thing. I saw that once, I think, Chida brings down, maybe Beis from an earlier source, that somebody who doesn't have his bris on the 8th day has to misgalgel to come down, or maybe we had Gilgal before, but has to come down again specifically to have his bris on the 8th day. Nevertheless, it doesn't stop passing. You come up, you can fill tomorrow, so it requires more analysis. The bracket says here, he didn't do cross reference. He did reference it. If has to shop every do. Good. May work out well. Yeah, ain't soaking some money. You also can't grind the medication. Shabbos before the bris milah. El mechamel heat up hot water. The ain mosim lo spal you don't make a plaster. Lo torfin lo yain b'shemen, you don't mix together wine and oil. Moshiach minag etzlam, like their custom was. V'chol eli yeshmach the rice, all these lach the rice. V'akam mamlach the rabbanon, even mamlach the rabbanon kamot treifas yain b'shemen, such as mix together the wine and the oil. V'ayin shetorfin so marvin yafeh. We rip it up, so to speak, and we make it very, very mixed up. Nearly the lace of the rice, no lace of the rice involved, it seems. Kokon nemes came and should be a close last. So here Shabbos is a good time before Shabbos. Also, be Shabbos now doing Shabbos. Came losh last time money when Shabbos. If you didn't grind the herbs for the medication, Shabbos lois b'shino. You chew them with your teeth like they shinui by a shinui. That is a shame. They say again malacha cloud. It's not the prime malacha at all. If you look at your Shabbos, you didn't do the mixing of the wine and the oil for Shabbos. Listen, say about that, so you can put each one separately on the wound. If you don't make a coating, a covering for the milah. Shakin Lasos can kiss the hook. They used to make like a tight pocket, publish the milah, and put the bris inside. Add a Torah up to the Torah of a koshim shem and the tie there. Kidesh le'elzora or chatzos agid, so that the new skin should not generate and cover up the organ again. You can put it on a rag. You can cellulose means some Erev Shabbos. He goes that you can't pre-designate Erev Shabbos. You wrap it around your finger, or maybe bring from the courtyard. Derech malbush as a form of cooked dress. And the bracket says here that ain't nogim klaubazer. We don't have this minute. Mutalavi afil mechatzer shein mereves. Bring even chatzer which is not part of the Erev. Can be derech malbush could bring it as clothing. Go there, Rishus Rabbi, not through the public thoroughfare. She'eno malacha mamish. It's not a mabush mamish. It's not a literal. It's not literally clothing, I guess. Your best close to meal. All this before the bismillah. I mean, below the Shabbos, he didn't bismillah on Shabbos. He spies some money, and medications got scattered. Oshishachor, they forgot. She didn't tell money that there were no medications. Everything on Shabbos like a weekday. Because it's danger for him. It's like any other sick person where there's a danger. And you violate Shabbos for him. We have Shabbos, he's supposed to go to Milah. If they prepared the medication for Shabbos and he scattered before the Milah, Yeshua says, those who hold, they do the Basili, don't push it off. Came since he was about to be circumcised. That's the Ramban. That's the Ramban. See, the darkness, they hold, push off the Bismillah. That's the decision of Achronim, the bush, and the Bach, and the Shach. The Din Rechitza says that you know, watching Bismillah before and after. These barbers are Chaim Simshim Lamrav, Ayin Shabbos. Discussed with Shabbos. Say, enemy club Rechitza Gam Bechol. We don't watch a kid even on a weekday. The Dai Shal Kol Machshir Milah She'ein Dorchem Shabbos. Any Machshir Milah which preparation Milah which don't push him Shabbos. Anything Gam Yotim also don't push him Yotim. Levad Mizeh Sheshoch soaking, well, kamon b'Shabbos. You can grind kamon b'yontif. You can grind kamon on yontif. However, the case is to use it for a pot. Can't ever yain b'shemen, also you can mix up the wine and the oil. Chokei is anything else or oil type which would have been suitable to cook. Pasha, it's obviously Yom Kippurim, the Yom Shabbos, Yom Kippur, that halacha is actually like the halacha of Shabbos in this respect.